Your story begins on the night of June 26th, 2003. There you stood, deep within the walls of the Madison Square Garden, wishing, waiting for Wade to be called. And then it happened. The late, oh-so-great David Stern, uttering the words that would set an entire franchise on fire.
The Miami Heat select Dwyane Wade from Marquette University.
I hope y'all welcome me with open arms because I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna try to do what I can to help Miami out and try to bring some excitement to you guys.
And damn, was that first season fun.
Oh, what a play! Oh my God, he's Superman!
The speed.
Here he comes. There he goes.
The skill.
What a block by Dwyane Wade.
The swagger.
And that to your ever-increasing Dwyane Wade highlight reel.
All the hallmarks of a Heat lifer were on display, packaged in a 6'4" frame that could blow by smalls and sky over bigs.
You gotta love it, South Florida, to watch a rising star.
And as you rounded into form, so did the team.
For the win! Yes! He hit it! Shiver me timbers!
Closing out the season with a 21-8 mark and a ticket to the postseason. It was there that 20,000 fans, each bathed in black and begging for a win, witnessed the first of your many clutch moments.
Maybe game one will be decided right here. Wade puts it up. It's good!
Stan Van Gundy went to the rookie and he delivered.
And deliver you did. Not just a win for the night, but a hope for the future. Year two brought change, big change.
Shaquille O'Neal,
Officially a member of the Miami Heat.
Hello, Miami. I said hello, Miami.
With one of the game's most dominant forces in the fold.
Wade comes backdoor. Oh, baby!
All-star caliber sequences became the standard. No matter the opponent.
There's Wade flying. Oh, a facial by Dwyane Wade.
The circumstances.
Oh, spin move left-handed off the glass. What a play.
Or the stage.
Wade drives on the pull-up at the buzzer.
Got it! He comes through again! And the guy!
And with your stats swelling as fast as your fame, a change in name seemed only fitting. Elusive enough to escape defenders, yet powerful enough to put them in their place.
Blocked by Dwyane Wade.
A flesh and blood superhero. It was then that your peers and the press honored you with an all-star selection. The first of 13.
Wade with the reverse stuff.
That success continued, and at season's end, you led the Heat to a 17-win turnaround and a trip to the East Finals. Successful, but hardly satisfying. So with a reloaded roster, you willed your way back to the point of last season's pain.
Dribble drive the lane. Wade throws it up. Got it to go. Oh my, what a circus play by Wade.
Defeating Detroit en route to the franchise's first finals.
The Miami Heat are going to the NBA Finals.
Anything I can do to help my team win, that's all I wanted to do. So, God gave me the strength and ability, and I did it.
18 years the Heat had waited for this moment, and it was you who go on to seize it, in the lane and above the rim.
Wade pulls up. Bang! Wade looking. Pulls up. Banks it in. Tie game.
35 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Those were the nightly numbers.
Wade to the basket. Wade with a strong finish.
An epic performance captured in a 6-game story that began an 0-2 deficit and finished a 4-2 victory.
The Heat have won it. We're NBA champions.
And this was your reward.
Congratulations, 2006 MVP, Dwyane Wade.
A reminder that you'd reached the top of the league, and in your words, the world.
We're on top of the world!
With the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the Heat's hands,
You got one of these? No!
and the Bill Russell Trophy in yours, there was no denying what you'd made ever so obvious. You were a bona fide baller, one born from the Chicago grit, now basking in the Miami glory. And as the league took note, so did the world,
Heat is on.
with fans and brands wanting more Wade by the day.
Showtime.
All day, baby, all day.
Your first championship run was over, but your reign was just beginning.
Dwyane, thank you very much.
During the 06-07 season, you led the NBA in PER, a fancy way of saying you were the league's most efficient player. But your dominance wasn't just domestic. In the summer of 2008, you led the famed Redeem team in scoring en route to the USA's first gold medal in 8 years.
He wasn't just good. Dwyane Wade was gold medal great.
And not even 2 months later, you tipped off the first game of your finest season ever.
Here's Wade splitting the D for two more.
On March 9th of 2009, you turned a typical Monday night into a must-see moment, putting up 48 points, 12 assists, and one iconic declaration.
Robo de Wade. Ataca Wade con 2 segundos. 1 segundo. Lanza tiempo el tiro. ¡Encesta! ¡Gana Miami! ¡Gana Miami! Locura aquí en el American Airlines Arena.
Clinic turned coronation. 5 nights later, you followed up by surpassing a fellow Heat legend as the franchise's all-time leading scorer,
Breaks Alonzo Mourning's record.
with a casual 50-piece versus the Jazz. And in your regular season finale, your greatness hit another gear in a career scoring night versus the Knicks. 50 through 3 quarters, 55 for the game. It was your 13th and final game of 40 points or more that season.
Wade, what a play!
A season which you added a scoring title, first team All-NBA nod, and yet another nickname to your resume. Fast forward 7 months and you were still hitting milestones for good measure.
Here's Wade off the pump fake. The wild spinner drop.
Member of the 10K club? Check. All-Star MVP? Done. Destroyer of worlds? Boom! But for all the game's individual accolades,
For the win. He did it. He did it.
you still hungered for its ultimate team prize. As the dust settled on a frenzied free agency period, you'd recommitted to Miami,
I'm back in Wade County.
as did myself and a reigning MVP, joining your one-man act to form a league-altering trio. The heat was back on, and so was the show. Night to night,
A fierce attack by Dwyane.
city to city, and end to end.
Long hit for LeBron. What a play.
But as you'd also learn, greatness has its growing pains. After a successful, yet awkward at times first regular season, you and our band of rock star brothers reached the final. Yet with title number 2 in sight, a familiar foe had different ideas.
And the Mavericks are champions.
Humbled, yet hungrier than ever, you rallied us in pursuit of redemption, reminding one big three its time was up, and another that it wasn't theirs yet.
For the second time in franchise history, there'll be another parade down beautiful Biscayne Boulevard.
I feel amazing, man. I feel great.
And with tenacity came consistency. 7 months later, you took the court for what would be the first dub in a record-setting 27-game single-season win streak. the second longest in league history.
Miami wins 27 in a row now.
And come June, you were finals bound for a fourth time as a time-tested dynasty looked to overthrow yours. With Game 7 and Ring 3 on the line, your trip to the charity stripe clinched both, distinguishing your franchise as just the 6th ever to repeat.
And the Miami Heat are going to be back-to-back champions of the basketball world!
But it wasn't just the fact you'd won. It was how you'd won, adapting your game and discarding your ego for the good of the group. A we over me mentality. 3 rings for number 3. A fitting finale to one of the game's most epic dramas.